Recently, something quite remarkable has started happening within the Republican Party, especially among those people who would love to throw their hat into the ring for the 2024 Republican presidential primary. And that is, more and more, we are seeing Republicans not afraid to take shots against Donald Trump. Even Nikki Haley, at the recent Republican Jewish convention in Las Vegas, took a shot at Donald Trump when she said she called for a new wave of leadership for the GOP. Now, she still stands by Trump, but she's also admitting publicly, like, you know what? I think we need something new. By the way, Nikki Haley's also like, hey, I'm new-ish. Mike Pence has taken shot after shot after shot at Donald Trump while also still managing to praise him, but he's not afraid to take the shots anymore. Mike Pompeo, Donald Trump's Secretary of State, taking shots at him. Bill Barr, Donald Trump's Attorney General, doing the same thing. Paul Ryan, who is a sleeper candidate, I believe, for 2024, coming out more aggressively against Donald Trump. Chris Christie, who has been very anti-Trump for quite some time, becoming more vocal. To put it another way, you have a lot more Ron DeSantis, another one, took a shot at him last week. You have more and more Republicans who just 2 or 3 years ago would not have dared to ever even have an unpure thought about Donald Trump, who are now willing to vocalize those thoughts in public at the risk of pissing Donald Trump off. Which tells me that even though I still think a majority of the Republican Party is terrified of Donald Trump, that number is decreasing by the day. Keeping people afraid was Donald Trump's greatest power, right? It's not just that he was good at manipulating a crowd. He is good at that. He is great at it, probably the best. But the real power came from keeping other Republicans too afraid to criticize the things he says and does. That power is diminishing every single day. Every time another Republican comes out and attacks Donald Trump, his power diminishes. And it is, as I've, described it for a couple years now, more Republicans waking up to the fact and realizing the emperor is naked. He has no clothes as he marches down the avenue. They're starting to see it. And when they see it and they vocalize it, more and more Republicans see it as well. So every time a new Republican comes out, they bring a bunch of Republicans with them as they continue to attack him. And that greatly diminishes Donald Trump's chances of being victorious in 2024. But they do have one thing going for them. As more Republicans become unafraid of Donald Trump, they become more likely to run for president in 2024, to challenge him. The more people we have in that 2024 race, the better it is for Trump, right? Most people thought on the Republican side, when Trump made his announcement, that was going to clear the field. It did the opposite. Made more Republicans more likely to say, you know what? F this guy. I think I'm a little interested in running for president. But again, in a primary system, that helps Trump. If you only had like 2 or 3 choices, Trump being one of them, the other one being a Ron DeSantis or maybe even a Mike Pence, Trump's power is diminished. But when you have 18 other people, actually 19 other people, because RNC member recently said a couple days ago they're expecting about 20 Republicans to run for president, the normal people vote gets diluted among the 19, whereas the crazy vote goes all to Donald Trump. And because he has all of one subset of the Republican Party, the remaining subset split amongst 19 people, Trump wins. So a crowded field helps Trump. So this is kind of a two-edged sword. He's losing his power to scare people into not running. So more people choose to run. And then the more people choose to run, the more likely it is Trump becomes the nominee by diluting the vote among the normal Republicans. If normal Republicans is a thing. So that's probably what we're looking at. We can expect more attacks against Donald Trump from these Republicans. But at the end, oddly enough, it may actually make it more likely that Trump wins the primary by having more Republicans become not afraid of him and openly attack him and challenge him in 2024. It's a weird dynamic, but it's already playing itself out. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.